Yeah, a little video, yeah. IPP, IPP, what was given to me for a car phone warehouse where I bashed up someone. Loads of people nicked a load of mobile phones and hurt someone really bad. Got an IPP of 2.5 years and didn't think it was ever going to end. You know, like 10 years in prison, 12 years out here, 22 years, a little bit more, I suppose. And, and there's people still in there now, doing big birds. IPP will be stopped because, what I've done, listen, IPP really saved my life because I was on crack cocaine really, really bad. It was either me get killed by someone because I was taking liberties, or me being killed by drugs. And the IPP saved my life in lots of ways. It's a bad, bad sentence, we know, but it saved my life, and I was happy to get it in a way, yeah. But after a while, you think, am I ever going to get out of here? Am I going to get out? And they put you on a psychology, and they give you all sorts of courses. You have to do these courses to get out. I mean, me being very dyslexic, yeah, and staying up like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to finish my work, and learn to read, and learn to write. I had to do all that to get out, yeah. So many different courses, so much hard work, and you never know when you're going to get called, and you think, oh, what's going on? And then you go up for your first one, and they knock you back. I had a police officer on my board. He didn't like me. I've been done for police officers before, GPH intent, Section 18, attempted murders, all them sort of things, yeah. So I wasn't liked. He knocked me back, so I got a knock back. Then all of a sudden, it looked like me number 2.5 year setback, and they tried to get me on a very bad IPP thing, and they give you. It's called cognitive self-changing program, and it's cognitive self-changing program, yeah. And it's really a bad It's a really a bad program. You get on that, and you can't get out, mate. It's virtually impossible to get out, yeah. And no one wants to go on that, No one wants to go on that course. And so, we all try our hardest not to get on it. But when they give me a knockback, when they sent all the paperwork over to me and my probation and let me have to read it, and it said that they was trying to get me onto that course. And my probation officer, Christina Rowe, fantastic probation officer, she got in touch with the parole board and also the Home Office and said, this man's not suitable for this course at all. There isn't a course for him, yeah? And she got me off of it. But I still had to do all my other courses. So I worked really hard for it, yeah? And then I got parole from an IPP. I'd go to a hostel, stayed there for 6, 7 months. Then they gave me a place in Harrow. I got my own place, stayed there for quite some time. And I didn't think that ever, that this IPP was going to finish for me, yeah. I thought, wow. And, you hear all the time, people getting recalls. And I'm very, very lucky, touch wood, it's Taylor's Woods, yeah. Touch wood, I've never, ever had a recall. I've never caused no problems whatsoever. I've kept out of trouble. And believe me, being a man that's a violent man anyway, and a man is always, all his life, he's had to fight, yeah? It was very hard for me to keep away from many problems. And it's been even harder to keep out of problems since I've been on YouTube, because you've got so many people on other channels that get too much, say too much, and you have to bite your tongue, because you could go over there and just squash their heads like a grape, And so you have to behave yourself and don't get involved in any aggravation out on the street whatsoever. And it's hard and easy, mate, to do an IPP. An IPP sentence is so hard, believe, All I do now, I'll get up in the morning, I'll go walk around, go up the hill, get in the gym and train. I trained this morning for an hour and 20 minutes. I train every morning about 50 minutes, 55 minutes. I'm up in it a little bit, and I was on the bag now for the 7 to 8 rounds, yeah, on the bag. I've done 6 and then a 2. I've done 8 rounds on the bag, only minutes, but I'm getting better, yeah, and I'm getting more. I'm putting my punches together better, yeah. So I'm getting better of everything I'm doing now. Staying out of trouble, not in the police. I'm not a target for the police. Parole, IPP. I'm out on the street. You've got to go see your probation officer now and again. You know, you still got to go and see him every 6 weeks, every 4 weeks. You know, you still got to, you know, whatever they say you've got to do, abide by their rules. It's not easy, you know. You can't get yourself in no trouble. I've not even been to pubs, clubs, any wine bars, any places like that. What, there could be trouble in there. I've kept away from it. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to be out on the street. I don't want no more prison. So, you know, I knew that I had to go and see my probation on this Friday, yeah, the 19th, and I think, oh, you know, it's got to be done, it's got to be done. I've got a good probation officer, boss. She's a fantastic African woman. She's really, really good, yeah. She stood by me 100%. She's done all my reports for me, and she's so nice. And my book's going to be done any minute now. It's going to be published any second now, yeah. Everything's done. It's going to be published any day. I promised her a book. I promised my other probation officers books when it's all done, because they've all helped me out. They've all helped me to stay out of prison. So today, I've got a phone call by probation. Look, she can't see me Friday. Can I pop down and see her today? You know, that's what I've got to do. And she says that I've got to go and see her. So I'm talking to her, and she's got things. I've got a laptop out, and she's reading me things about what I've got to do, this, that, and the other, yeah. And you know, because I done loads of parole reports when I was at Hendon, and they lost my reports. It's not their fault. They lost it. It's, you know, COVID. They lost the reports. Slightly another one. It's like 2 years. Another reports. And it just drives me mad, mate. You know, and you go to these probation officers, you go and see them, you got kids sitting there, and you think, oh, you know, you lot have got to go through what I've gone through. Hopefully, you don't get anything bad. You don't get a big sentence, you know. And they've all got little sentences like 3 months, 4 months probation and all that, you know. But please God, you don't go and get a big IPP like me, yeah. I'm one of the first IPPs to get out of this IPP. I'm definitely one of the only ones. I just think I'm the only IPP that's been out on the street for nearly 11 years, 12 years, yeah? 12 years. And I've never had a recall. Never got in any trouble. Kept out of trouble. Today, I goes to probation. They take me downstairs and they're reading me other things that have got to be done. And she said to me, 1 minute, we've got to go upstairs. So I sat upstairs, waited, and they come out with an envelope like this, yeah? I'm not going to show you the inside because I'm not allowed to put it on the camera. They showed me an envelope like this, and I thought to myself, what is it? And it's, they've took me off the IPP. So, big, choked, mate, choked up. They've took me off my IPP. I'm off it now. There's no more signing on. There's nothing. I'm off the IPP. And I couldn't believe it, mate. I felt like crying my eyes open, you know. It's like being released again from prison. So now it's been terminated. My IPP finished. I'm no longer doing an IPP sentence. So it's worth it to keep your nose clean, to get out, keep your nose clean, to get out and get this terminated. And now my parole has been terminated. Obviously, there's a few people out there that have really upset me for my sentences, and since I've been out of prison, saying things that they shouldn't say. You know, getting people there to talk about me on YouTube and bits and pieces like that. Yeah. So it was very hard for me to hold back because there's an IPP. It's not fair for them to do that to me. You know, for me, it's not fair. But I'm not an IPP no more. You know. And these people have been naughty boys, mate. You know, they should be put on my lap and smacked. I should smack their little asses because that's all they are, little kids. And they can't say nothing, mate. They won't say nothing now, I shouldn't think. Anyway, I'm now off my IPP, you know, and I will stay off my IPP forever and ever. I'm never going to be nicked again. I'm never going to get myself in that sort of trouble by these silly little boys. I just laugh at them now, mate. You know, anyway, just thought I'd let you know that I'm now off my IPP. It's all finished there. I can actually sit down now and just relax. I can go out. I can go to clubs. I can go to wine bars. I can go to pubs. I can go on a holiday. I can get a passport. I can do all these things now that I've never been able to do. You know, I'm only sorry that my mum, rest in peace, mum, she's not alive. Yeah, my brothers and sisters are still around. I hope they watch my podcast and see that I'm no longer an IPP. Nice one.